Wait, tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang. You hear the lie.
You say you gang, but we don't know your name. We been had the clout, we been had the fame. We been getting money, we making it rain. This here no joke, we don't need a scope. Everyone talking, but we never broke. I carry the weapon when I go outside, man, don't try to provoke. You go down like a slope. Wait, we got tats on our face. We got straps on our waist. Getting money, we straight. I know they hating, I know they plotting. I let them all watch. Can't ever do what we do. I put my paint in tattoos.
Wait, tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang. You hear the lie. I make it spin like the wheel. I really been in the field. Money no chill. Get on the beat and I drill. All of us ready to kill. Drum on the key for the thrill. I get it straight out the seal. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I've been outside, that's for real. I get it straight out the seal. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I've been outside. Inside, you don't know how I feel. I'm ready for war. I got the Drake. I'm ready to pop. You staring at me cause I know I got face tags. But you scared to run up and do something about it. Cause I shoot broad daylight. I don't give a fuck. Wait. Tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang. You hear the lie.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's my boy Joker. Joker gang. Shout out to Joker, man. Hey, so I don't know if you guys have heard. There's actually some stuff going on with this. This whole Joker stuff. I know you guys have heard and seen me on live many of times, and because it's daily. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I go live a lot with Joker, and there is a big announcement going on right now, and it's kind of unbelievable. And Joker himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that I hang out with, he got put into Grand Theft Auto 6. Can you guys believe this? So I'm going to show you guys what the heck I'm talking about right now. It's kind of crazy. And I know you guys have heard of Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to get it set up here in just a second. Give me a moment. Got to pull this up. We do this live. Remember this. So we'll go to this page, make sure it's all there, and then I'll go ahead and present it to you guys. One sec. All right. So anyways, this is my boy Joker. And so in the actual Grand Theft Auto release of this whole, like they did a whole trailer and it got hundreds of millions of views. Well, this is me and him, right? Literally, his whole face is tattooed of the Joker, and he's known as the Miami Joker. So anyways, this is him in the game now.
So I didn't feel like signing the paperwork.
So I didn't feel like signing the paperwork. So hold on. Let me see if he'll let me do it while he's live right this second. I want to actually see his stories. It won't let me because he's live. But I did put it on my actual story. So let me go ahead and show you guys. We'll go ahead and put it over here. So that is him right there. We're going to go to the post. Look. Rockstar, meaning Rockstar Games, have really gone the extra mile to make the game as detailed as possible. Swipe across to see the real life moments they've given a nod to in the game. So this is stuff that's actually happened in South Beach or in Miami, whatever. And people that have actually made it into the game. And look who actually made it into the game. My boy there, you know, like there's actual people that were designed to be put into this game because of actual Floridian moments that have happened that were crazy. And the man, the myth, the legend himself got put into the game. So definitely really, really cool. I want to give props out to him, man. That's super awesome. And obviously, why not throw it onto the YouTube channel and let everyone know, hey, how cool is that? I'm proud of him. So massive love and respect to everyone coming through. I appreciate every single one of you guys, wherever you guys are from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. To me, it's 11:08 a.m., guys. So check it out. We got our coffee, right? So right now, today, guys, we're doing the live hangout. This is what I love the most. I'm going to be real. I'm a live streamer, have been, as you guys have heard me say multiple times in the past in the videos, that I've been live streaming for like 15 years. So to me, I am used to sitting here and talking to a camera by myself, essentially, right? Now, to some content creators, that's hard to do. And it's understandable. And that's usually in the beginning stages, if not the first 2-3 years. But nonetheless, this is something that I actually love to do. I love to sit here and hang out and actually talk to the chat, because most of the time when we're doing these big interviews, we really can't talk to the chat. We really can't just answer direct questions. We can only bring up the questions that are to the actual point of what we're talking about. It has to be relative or something. It has to be the right context. So I can't address every single comment on a big interview. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I like to be able to sit back, hang out, and actually be able to talk to you guys and just enjoy. You know what I mean? That's something that I truly enjoy. We got photo editor up in the building. I appreciate you sincerely for being here. We got the Lone Cowboys. He said I can talk to a wall. I like that. So can I. And I low key, man, actually high key. We got brother Todd in here. He always is. He's truly about freedom, and I really dig that about him. And he's always looking to better the world. Every single comment I get from this man is pure something like this. Find ways to grow together. We are all in this world together. Like that's like the type of time I'm on. You know what I mean? Like I really like that. We got Chicago Feeder up in the building. What's going down? I appreciate you guys for being here, man. I'm always wrong. I thought I was right once, but I was mistaken. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, no, I got you. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. And if you guys, I want to hear some of the most interesting stuff that has happened to you guys within the last weekend. You know what I mean? Though, usually I do my lives on the, midweek stuff like that. I like to catch up with you guys and figure out, how you guys are doing. I love, like I said, I love talking to you guys. And also, I forgot to say one thing. We have a very special guest coming on here in a couple of minutes. I didn't want to like spoil it or nothing, but we do have a very special guest coming on, and I don't want to give it away, man, but let's just leave it at that. We have someone coming on that's going to speak some really cool stuff, and it definitely goes towards the biker scene in every single aspect. I'm too hungover. Oh boy, Steve. I'm hungover as I'm a mofo today. I've both a toothache. Listen, I have had multiple teeth problems, and this is something that I guess I really don't talk about on live, but I've had 12 root canals, and I still have one more tooth to be pulled. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Like, teeth are just a major freaking problem. And what I hate about teeth is they're so expensive. Dude, it is not easy to deal with. Oh, God, Steve, no. No, no. If that man were to come on here, there would be some serious probably problems. We got Lisa up in the building. Ditto on that comment. Absolutely. I'm in Michigan, Beaker says, supposed to be 50 this weekend, but I just took ends off my bike. So wait. Ends? You mean like your battery or what? What do you mean? But 50 degrees in Michigan, isn't that like summertime weather for you guys? You know what I mean? Isn't that like weather? Like it's time to like actually go ride type of thing? I would definitely say so. We got brother Steve. Damn, I got hammered, pulled them out. OG style, absolutely. Lisa, add Super Stony to the hangover status. Oh, so all of y'all are hungover right now. Okay, all right. It's cool, man. No, there's no judgment here. You know what I mean? But shout out to Chicago Feeder, man. Absolutely. So yeah. Anyways, guys. Wait. Before I say it, we got Steve here saying I went riding all day yesterday. It was beautiful here. That's what it's all about, right there. And speaking of riding and all of that, and this is what we do here, man, we have our special guest, and he is someone that I wish I had more time in the day for everything. You know what I mean? And I truly mean this from the heart, because this man right here is probably one of the most selfless people I've met. And he will message me, and I feel bad because I get bombarded with messages, whether it's Instagram, whether it's text messages, all this stuff. It's really hard to keep up with everyone. You know what I mean? And so I wish I had always more and more time. And sometimes I miss the messages, and I feel really bad about that. And so I thought today would be a fantastic day, since we're doing the live hangout, to have him himself come on here, Mr. Nitro from the Gaurdian Riders MC.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today?
Man, I'm right now. You just made my day. Just you being here. You know what I mean? Like here, I'm gonna give the special sound effect for it. Absolutely. You know, you always put a smile on my face, man.
I need you to talk to the wife. It's usually just the opposite when I walk in around her.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I think you're being humble, kind sir. But yeah, man. So tell us. So for people that don't know who you are, please go ahead and let them know and tune them in.
Okay. I'm Nitro. I'm national president of the Gaurdian Riders. I'm just one spoke in a big wheel. We've got guys all over, but we are a victims advocate club. We started to work with, the chapter around here started to work with the kids aging through the foster care system. Once they get up 16, 17, 18 years old, there's no help for them out there.
Right.
And those statistically, it showed that they were within a year, they were either on the streets or in jail. And that's where we started trying to step in.
Sad, dude.
It's kind of grown from there. It could be sick kids, mistreated, abused, neglected, or it could be veterans, could be homeless, could be battered women. We just try to help out where we can. But
get in where you can fit in, kind of thing. Wherever, whoever needs help.
Yeah, we say that we stand in the gap between victims and abusers, and it's not always abusers. Sometimes it's stuff that can't be helped, and we try to help out there too.
Well, see, the reason why I bring you onto the show and I hold you to this level is because you don't just talk about it. You know, I'm just gonna say there are people that talk about saving and helping and doing stuff like that. Let's just be honest, where they say they're gonna do these things, but they're not necessarily doing it. Maybe there's a check being written or something like that sent in, which is, yes, of course, stuff like that always needs to be happening. But the difference is you literally are the gap between the victim and the abuser. Right. And I see it. I have actually seen proof of it. You know what I mean? And you guys are really about what you say. And I hold you guys to that top of the line, like above all else.
And we
you know?
appreciate that. We hold ourselves there too, and we appreciate it. That's the thing. If we don't hold our own feet to the fire, then nobody else is going to.
No, absolutely.
You know, so we've got to, I tell everybody, we've always got to be better than what these kids are coming out of. So that's where we set our goals. And again, the guys that I've got around me, man, there's some fantastic leadership in this club in different chapters and here and there. And they really do a fantastic job.
Yeah, no, I mean, and look at you, how you, first of all, for the people that don't know as well, what got you into doing this in the first place?
It was kind of a labor of love. I rode with a couple different clubs. I've been involved on the MC set for a lot of years. And
yes, you have. And I want to attest to everybody out there. It's not like he just popped up and just started doing this. Okay. I want everyone to know, first of all, doing what he's doing now, he did it through the right way. Okay. Yeah. He did it the right way. And second, before all of this, you have been on the set for probably longer than I've been alive, sir.
1987 was when I first started with my first club.
I was born in 1995.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that tells you. So like I said, this is the real deal. This is not someone that is that just says it or hasn't lived this life. So I want you guys to sincerely, what he speaks on, keep your ears open.
I appreciate that. No, I rode with a few different clubs and rode with one of the big clubs, or one of several big clubs, I guess you'd say, and did that for a lot of years. And I wore a diamond for years, and I left not too long back, a few years ago, respectfully, properly, through the proper channels. Still got dear friends there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On total good terms. There's no out bad situation.
No,
there's no weirdness. No. Yeah, exactly. And you, in my opinion, once a diamond, always a diamond. That's my thing. And you hold yourself to that level because of that code. You've been, it's not like you can't unlearn that code, right? You know what I mean? You can't unlearn it. So once you're there and you've been at that thinking status, you're there. So yeah, anyways, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's, we try to hold ourselves. We do wear a 3-piece patch at Gaurdian Riders, but we don't wear a diamond. We don't claim territory or establishments or anything like that. We have to stay neutral because of the mission, because of helping these kids out.
You're not about the patch necessarily. No. You're about the actual mission.
Mm-hmm. I tell everybody when they come in, if they talk to me first for some reason, that we need guys that are about the mission first and then bikers second. You can teach somebody to be a biker. You can't teach them to have that heart.
Man, I got to give you that. That was right there. That was about as deep as it gets. Absolutely. Absolutely. And your mission is deep. You know what I mean? You really get involved.
We do. It's, there's a lot of clubs and organizations and missions and all that. And a lot of them will sit back and they can cut a check or whatever. And that's great. We need that too. But with this group, with Gaurdian Riders, we physically stand in the gap between them at times. All our people are background certified or background checked. We work through CASA. We work through court-appointed special advocates, through Child Protective Services. And there's times that we physically get in the gap, and that's what's needed. And it's needed a lot more places than where we are, but we're starting to grow. Again, we're not that old of a club. We're a few years old, and it takes time to get established. And the biggest thing is I want people to see that we are doing what we say we're doing. It's not anybody can go in and say, we're going to do this or we're going to do that.
Exactly. And that's my point. You know what I mean? And that's why I need to give you this kind of platform at all times because you really are doing it. And I see it, and I see I mean, me and you text off of this whole thing. So I know the behind the scenes stuff that you don't necessarily post. And so that's why this needs to be brought to light, because you really do it.
Yeah. There's a lot of little stuff like that. And we try to concentrate. Someone asked me on one of these podcasts if we'd done anything with St. Jude's. And I told them, or no, it's Special Olympics maybe. But I told them, no, we didn't. And that's not saying that isn't a phenomenal, good organization, but they have donors from all over the world.
Absolutely.
Whereas, you know, last week, a little girl, the next town over, somebody stole the kid's bicycle. So our guys went together. We went to Walmart, bought her a bike, and took it over and gave it to her.
Look at that.
Nobody sees that stuff, and that's cool.
No.
We don't care if you see it or not.
You're not doing it for the publicity.
Right.
You're not doing it for that reason. But
that young lady knows that she got a new bike, and that's what we were looking for. And so It doesn't matter. And honestly, I think it's the first time I've said anything about it, because it's not important.
Exactly.
We're not important. We don't matter. It's the mission that matters. And I don't care if anybody knows our name or not, as long as these people are getting taken care of, the homeless are fed, and, you know, the veterans are getting, we have counselors on staff that we send to talk to vets and things like that, especially this time of year.
I got a question regarding,
sure.
you know, let's say the homeless, you know, feeding and all, you know, being hungry and stuff. I got a question on this. I've actually been approached by the police before telling me I cannot feed them. Have you ever ran into that situation before?
No, not really. And the reason why is that, you know, we're in Bristol. We're not that big of a town. And a lot of times when we roll into one of our events, we have, you know, several bunches of us right around here. And sometimes we'll roll in 100 deep. And
I know you guys are serious. And I'm sure when you come in that deep, I'm sure no cop is looking at you going, you can't do this. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
and the same thing, you know, the cop that would tell somebody that, no, you can't do that, is the same cop that says, you know, hey, we know this is going on over here. Can you guys go take a look and see what you can figure out, you know? And we go through the court system, we work legally. But the same, you know, that's the same guy that's asking us for help. So they tend to help us out a little bit. We do it once a month in Bristol. I'm not sure what the other chapters are doing, but they were actually feeding them at the Salvation Army on the same morning that we were. We got our wires crossed. And one of the police officers came by and told us, said that, you know, they're feeding them over there today. Y'all may ought to come back another day or something like that. So they know what we're doing, and they know when they see us roll through deep like that, we've got something going on.
Right. I think, you know, that we're doing, you guys are coming in with business, you know, you guys are meaning what you're doing there. And no. And that was just a side comment. I wanted to, you know, see if you guys as a club have ever actually dealt with the cops telling you, hey, you can't do this. And then let's just say, you know, because anything is possible at this point. Let's just say a cop were to tell you guys, hey, you can't do this. What would then be the situation? How do you think you would handle something like that? Because to me, it's like they are human too. They have families that love them. Like if I'm down and out, like I really learned the word empathy, like what that really means, being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. That's what that means, right, chat? So being able to do that, like they're human too. If I'm down and out, I would want someone to help me.
Right.
You know?
And
so how would you guys handle that kind of situation if they told you, hey, you can't do this?
Well, we would be respectful and, you know, it could be that the guy's having a bad day or doesn't understand what we're doing or whatever. Fortunately, I could pick up the phone and call one of the sergeants here in town, and we'd have it fixed up and smoothed
Yeah,
over.
no, and seeing that's awesome right there. Being able to call the sergeant and be like,
Yeah.
listen, dude, this is unreasonable. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? So, anyways, that was just a side comment I wanted to see, you know, out of curiosity. But
Yeah.
anyways, on your mission with all the stuff that you're doing.
Mhm. No, it's when something like that, and occasionally you do bump heads a little bit, but
I'm sure.
you know, standing and yelling at each other doesn't get anything accomplished.
No.
I've said it. Well, it's a whole lot different than my last life. But
Right. And sometimes I bet you got to hold your tongue on situations because of that. You know what I
do,
mean?
but it's a different kind of adrenaline rush.
Yes.
When we were doing other stuff, then you still had that adrenaline dump and your heart pounding and all that. Well, now you get to see a kid look up at you and know that they're safe or they're fed or they got new shoes or something like that. You still get it, but it's
Right.
a different. You lay your head on the pillow differently at night. It hits different. But that's what we do in a nutshell. You know, we have several other chapters, and each one kind of operates independently, sort of. We don't really plant clubhouses and stuff like that in other areas. Kind of,
Right.
It's we know where our lane is, and we know that we're going to stay in that lane, and it works out well. We don't try to claim an establishment or territory or anything like that. We don't need to. That's not what we do.
Well, as soon as the honest truth is, as soon as you put in a clubhouse anywhere, and I know you know this, Nitro, anytime you put a clubhouse anywhere, it's instant, like politics. No matter what,
Right?
it doesn't matter. It's a type of you're establishing dominance in that area. You're showing territory. And
Right.
there's a lot of complications that go in with clubhouses. So that's great that you guys avoid that. You know,
To a certain extent, at time we avoid it until it's time. We do have clubhouses in a lot of our places, but until
but I'm sure you guys have worked out the politics.
Exactly.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
If we just go in and go to flying our patch and hanging a shingle and opening a clubhouse, that's disrespectful.
Yes.
And the reason that we go about this the correct way, and the reason that the other clubs are behind us on it, is because of the mission, but it's also because we didn't step on toes. There's guys that bled and died for this way of life. And
yes, sir.
what kind of jerk would it take to go in and order patches off of eBay or something, slap them on and just, and that happens, but
it does happen.
It's not going to happen with us. And that's just not how we operate. That's not how you move in this world. And, we get along with everybody. We've never had a minute's trouble. Everybody's been really good to us, supported us, helped us out. And, but again, with what we do is completely different than what Club A may do, and Club B may do something. Club B may be doing something completely different than them, but we know where our lane is.
Absolutely.
But that's what we do in a nutshell.
So, well, and now that people know that what you do and all of this stuff, we have. First of all, I want to address some of the comments before we go into what you're currently about to do and all that stuff, because I really do want to get deep into that. So Lisa says the abuser is the system. Would you agree with that statement?
Somewhat. The system has failed us. The system has failed us.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But the system is there, and I don't know that it's the system, but unfortunately, a lot of it is attorneys. Who's got the money to pay the attorney?
It is. And it comes down to money, man.
Yeah,
it comes down to money. And that's something that is, man, it's so rough, because it's like, it's that two-tiered justice system.
Yeah.
And that's something that I talk about a lot, because not everybody can afford a high-end attorney that can get them out of situations, right?
Right.
Not everyone has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really sad that it comes down to money a lot of the times, but nonetheless, so we got a lot of love in the chat for what you do. Man, that's awesome. So I want to, before we continue with all this, I want to ask, what currently are you guys doing? And I know that you have some big stuff happening. Mm-hmm. So I want to hear about what's going on and the stuff that you can put out on the internet.
So right now, as we speak, the guys are down at one of the clubhouses here in town working on our float. We do a float in the Christmas parades around, and we try to put the kids that we've helped throughout the year, put them on the float, let them go through. And
how cool is that?
They have a pretty good time with that. So
that sounds like a blast.
It is. We've got a parade tomorrow.
You guys got to film it, please. Like stuff like that. That's epic, man.
Yeah, they usually put it on the news, so I'll send you the clips of it.
Please do. I will make a highlight out of that.
We've also got our national Christmas party on 12/9. So if you want to meet some Gaurdian riders, there'll probably be 100 or 150 in town that weekend.
Wow. Wow.
We've got some bags. It sucks getting old. I got to put my glasses back on.
No. Hey, man, listen, there's people my age that need glasses. It's just, those are eyes for you.
That's it. We've got some gift bags. We did this in the spring with some children at a kids trauma center. And we did it in the spring, and they provide all the shampoo and soap and all that stuff. But I told someone the other day, if you've ever been locked up, you know what I'm talking about. It's institutional stuff. It's not the good stuff.
Right.
And,
right.
Everybody wants to take them a football or something over there. So we took them toiletries, deodorant, shampoo.
That's the hygienic, anything hygiene. Like that's what people actually need.
And
not a football. Right.
Right. They've got plenty of that, but we stuffed bags and took them over, and they loved it. So we're doing their stockings for them this year. So we're doing that the 10th and 11th, getting those ready.
And where did you say that is?
It's a children's home here close to us. Yeah, I'm not allowed to give the name out.
Okay. I was just wondering, are you able to give out like the state?
It's in Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee. I just wanted to know the state. You don't have to ever put anything out here that you don't have, you know what I mean?
Anytime that we're dealing with stuff like that with kids, if the news happens to show up,
that's different.
Yeah, they aren't on camera or anything like that, So the 17th, we have a dinner for a young lady, is a single mom now. Her husband died a few months back, and she has 3 kids, but she also has MS, and she tries to work, but she ends up in the hospital more than not. And one of the sons is 15, I think, and this kid's going out after school and doing odd jobs, and they didn't ask for clothes or Christmas presents. They asked for food. So one of the places that we hang out at over there, those guys, when they hang out over there it's called Paps at East End. It's in Saltville, Virginia. They agreed to host us, and they're doing a barbecue pulled pork plate. Man, unless you've had old good Tennessee backwoods barbecue, you ain't had it.
I'm going to tell you. So my favorite thing one of my favorite things in the world is a pulled pork barbecue sandwich. Okay. Yeah. Now I have never been to where you are. Okay. Yeah. So I've never had the real deal. Right. But I have had, that's one of my favorite things. So when I come and visit you and I fly over there, me and you, I'm telling you, we need to get some pulled pork sandwiches.
We'll hit them up.
Yeah.
But they do like homemade mac and cheese and all that stuff. And
That's what
all
I'm
that
talking
money
about.
is going to that family. Plus the club is kicking some in for them.
Wow.
That's on the 17th. And 12/23, we've got Boots on the Ground is a program that we do through the Salvation Army. And that's when we, the homeless population is pretty thick in Bristol.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And we go down and serve food and take care of all that stuff. And that kind of falls in with our with the Guardian Riders homeless outreach, where we do, I think they're gallon size freezer bags, but you can get a beanie and some gloves, those little hot hands things and all that, just
Pocket
stuff,
warmers.
anything you can. Yeah. And we were able to get blankets for like $8 a blanket or something the last couple of months. So we've given those out. So all that is coming up. We picked up something that we worked on. We jumped in on it last night and got some of it over to them. Like I said, I've been doing
You
this.
guys really jump at the opportunity when it's there. You really jump.
In 3 hours, we had some of this stuff over to them last night.
Wow. Like they called you and it was basically, and there you are, boom. Like who does that? That's what I'm saying. And that's why I hold you at that standard, because of that. Look at that. Like, people don't recognize like how hardcore that is.
And I've said it before, I thought I seen a lot when I had a diamond on my chest, but some of these abused kids and some of the things that they go through, man, I didn't see nothing.
Right there. That is heavy. That is heavy.
This instance was a family of 5, and they had a house fire. There was, the oldest, I think, is 14. The youngest is 7. And the oldest son was able to get his brother and sister out. He couldn't get his parents out. But this kid more or less had to stand outside and watch his home burn down with his parents in it. So that's what these kids are going through. So we got a lot of that stuff taken care of last night. We just with what we could round up last night.
Yes.
And took it over to them. They're only 30 minutes or an hour from us or something. So some of us rode over, and then we got guys gathering up stuff right now too to take. So they've got all their clothes that they need. They've got shoes and coats and all that. And we've got their Christmas taken care of and all that. So now it's just, I think we took them, I don't quote me on this, but I think we took, someone got them new bedroom furniture for the house that they're staying in at their grandmother's. Right. So we took them new blankets, sheets, pillows, all that stuff last night, I think. If not, we'll take it over today. But there's nothing that anybody can do to make those kids feel any better. And I'm a fool if I think that they just seen that yesterday and I take them a new pair of shoes and it's going to make it all better. It's not.
Right. And I understand that mentality, but I will tell you that you guys do change lives more than you think, because when people feel like they're helpless and they have nobody, and then you guys pull up, it's no matter how little is given or whatever, monetary value, whatever, your presence alone is a big deal. And I want you to know that. And you may not fully know that, but I want you to truly know that it changes. I know that you see the kids' faces when you pull up.
I appreciate that. We've got counselors in place already for when they're ready.
This is what I am talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that.
There's lasting effects from this. And when we jump in, if we help a family, we don't just help and leave. I mean, we adopted them in.
Yep. And you followed, you really go the distance with, and you really keep in touch like family.
With Miss Lilybell, the thing there, me and my national sergeant were pallbearers. And I still talked to that family 2 days ago. I mean, they're just super guys.
No, you guys are going to be family for life. That's just,
that's it.
That's how it works.
but that's what Guardian Riders do, is we give back. And, you know, I've been on the MC scene a long time. I'm old. And
no, you're not old, man. You're not
I'm
old.
pretty old.
Hey, listen, then for an old guy, you are really changing the world and helping so many people. And your age doesn't matter. You're actually executing this. And whether you're my age or your age, it doesn't matter. You're executing this, and you're running laps around people that could be my age. But guess what? They don't have the heart or drive like you do.
Well, and I'm sure, you know, you said we're changing lives, and I'm sure we are, but that started right here. It started right here.
It's a big heart thing, man.
My life. It changed my life, and I'm not the man that I was 3 years ago.
Right. And I'm sure with every single instance, it's almost like you're giving a part of yourself, but you're taking in and learning so much as well. But it's really hard to see the rough stuff that happens. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing some of the worst of the worst of the worst situations.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting called for the best situations. You're getting called for, hey, we need help, or there's problems or whatever. So you're dealing with that all the time. So your life is definitely going to be changed. So look at this. We got Steve in here saying these guys are definitely about it 100%. It's great to see bikers doing such great things. And it's also great to see people like Brother Mike letting the world know. Man, I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you for that. And he continues and says, I myself lived through a house fire where my father was burned to 85% of his body. And it definitely stays with you. We didn't have heroes like you gentlemen, so it's a blessing for these children. You know what I mean? And that's heavy, man. That's heavy because, like I said, just your presence alone changes people's lives. And like I said, I wanted you to sincerely know that.
I appreciate that.
And that's the point of this. You know, and the reason why you know me, the people that come onto my channel, these guys are 100% about it. And we bring on the real of the realest deal. We have the biggest interviews of the big. And like I say, I would not be bringing you on if you were just this all talk or whatever. You really are. And I wanted to let the world know, and I'm going to continue to do that. As I go, me and you, obviously, we talk behind the scenes. So anytime you have anything that you ever want to speak about, talk about, let the world know about events, anything that we can do to help on our side, please text me, call me, anything, let me know. And we'll definitely always make sure you have the platform, you know?
I appreciate that. I
Absolutely.
certainly do.
Yeah, no, you're always welcome, man. And look, I mean, we got, like I said, the chat, man. The chat is just full of love, man, and that's what I love to see. And man, and what I love about this whole thing is you never know who's watching either, and in a good way.
Yeah,
and you never know, because a lot of the people that I have met have been through the internet. Because we live in an internet world now, obviously. And I believe the new set is online. You meet online, and then you meet on the real set, where you meet online first, you're talking, you get to know each other kind of stuff, and then you meet in person type stuff.
Right.
So it's almost become like that type of style where online is the new set. So that's why I say having you on here is important, because you never know who's watching and who may need it. And what I'm getting at is, how can they contact you if they need help?
GuardianRiders.com. Go to our website. It's a little bit behind. We just had a national election. So our secretary's just kind of getting the ball rolling on there. but you can go to guardianriders.com, or if you want to email guardianriders@outlook.com. All the contact info is on the website, or you can go to the Guardian Riders Facebook page, or probably the simplest, quickest, just Google Guardian Riders Bristol. That's where the mother chapter is. Google Guardian Riders Bristol. It'll pull up a bunch of stuff, and you can click on about any of that, because normally when the newspaper or the news or something covers something, they'll put all of our contact.
Right. And that's really good that you have that, because like I said, we live in an internet world. Yeah. And I am so glad that you understood that. Yeah. And so that is how people are going to be able to reach out to you if people need help.
Right. Yeah. If they just want to Google Guardian Riders, like I said, put Bristol or something, because it's mother chapter, they can get all the contact info right there in one place.
Good.
And there's always something going on somewhere. Google doesn't miss much, good or bad.
Right. No, you're very right about that. And that's great, man. I love to hear that you have easy access of how we can get in touch with you. And because there are, like you see, it's every day. It's every day. You guys are nonstop, and the world doesn't stop. There's always going to be issues and problems, people that need help. And for anybody that would want to dog anybody that's in those situations, a big middle finger to you, because honestly, a lot of people, you guys could be one paycheck away from being on the street, so humble yourself, you know what I mean? And find that empathy in you, and that's something that you guys have done. You guys see those situations, whether it be homeless women or children or even men, it doesn't matter. Right. Or children that are in need, or battered situations, bully situations. It's kind of like whatever needs help. Yeah. So that's really cool, man. I really appreciate what you do.
I appreciate you guys giving us a platform, and
always
it makes a difference. I hate to, but I've got to cut out. I've got to.
No, and I was just about to say, I know that you're on a deadline. You're a very, very busy person. You know what I mean? So much love and respect to you. Thank you so much for coming on to the show and telling us and giving us some insight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll talk very soon. Talk very soon. All right. So guys, that was Nitro from the Guardian Riders, man, national president. What an absolute blessing to have him on. Like I said, he is really changing, and his club is changing the world, man. And having someone of his caliber to come onto the show is a major, major, major blessing. I hope you guys caught that. And if you guys didn't catch this, obviously, I really highly advise you to go back and watch what just happened. That, like I said, this was a very, very important episode, because I knew this special guest was going to come on, and I knew that he was going to talk some real stuff, man. And the Guardian Riders do not mess around. Those guys are really about what they do. They really stand in between. They are in between that gap of the victim and the abuser, man, in every situation. So back to the chat, man. Let's see what Salty has to say. Salty says, if you want to learn about life and how to make it through, follow an OG biker and growth will come. Salty, I have something to say about that. We live in a generation, this generation, they feel like they can do everything by themselves, like they don't need any sort of guidance. Now, how can anybody get to a certain level without some sort of, mentor? You need a mentor, hence an OG. We have a lot of these people that think they know it all. And what I mean by this is it's a majority of kids. And it's not just, hey, the kids don't want to listen type stuff. No, this is now a kind of a problem where we know it all, and that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So big shout out to Dibber in the win. Let's get it. Let's get it. Dibber in the win's in the house, man, and the OG in the space of YouTube and motorcycle content, motorcycle club content, motorcycle club protocol. Go over and subscribe to my boy Dibber in the win. If you're not, then he's the original. He's the one that started this niche. All right, guys. That's how Black Dragon got involved. That's how all of us got involved, was because Dibber started this. So it is a great honor. We got PA Biker in the building. Much love and respect to you. I appreciate you for being here. We got Hook Dog up in the building. He's saying, God bless you, Nitro. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, let's see what Reaper says. My neighbors burned down half of my property and the cops are protecting them. That kind of shit is insane. That's insane. I'm super sorry to hear about that, because manipulation is a motherfucker. And I'm sure they're definitely trying to either make money off of that, or not only that, or probably just trying to screw you guys over. You know what I mean? Because they may have a thing for you. Hook Dog says, Mike, thanks for covering this issue. Sincerely, thank you for being here and watching. We've got Road Reality up in the building saying, what up, Mike? Man, like I said, if you guys missed what just happened, we had the national president of the Gaurdian Riders. His name is Nitro, and we just had him on as a special guest. He got to be able to tell us what his whole club is about on the channel here. And not only that, but he was able to let us know about the events that are happening, where he is literally saving and helping children and changing people's lives, man. And like I said, if you missed what just happened, I highly advise you to go back on this episode when this live is over, and definitely go watch what just happened. That was a big deal, you know. We got Mark up in the building from across the pond, man. That is over in England. Big love to Nitro. Big love, massive love. So I also want to scroll back real quick, because I got my brother in here, and I want to, if I can find it real quick, you guys. We have, okay, it is him right there, but I want to see it right here. We got Pitbull up in the building. This is my club brother from across the pond as well. I wanted to give you a special shout out. That is my brother from across the pond. We wear the same patch. And he says, hey, brother, hope everyone is doing well and having an amazing day. Sending hugs to all from England. Absolutely massive love and much love and respect over there, man. You guys are awesome. Let me scroll back down. My apologies, y'all. We got Rebecca up in the building. Afternoon, saying afternoon. So she was saying, what was the topic? Like I just said, some big stuff just happened. Reaper, I have to help other folks because I know how it feels to be in need. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ever fix a ride, brother? So Steve, I did fix my car. I fixed my ride, and guess what? I did it myself. Check this out. They were going to charge me $1,000 to fix my car. Now, this is not a dealership. I'm talking about actual shops where I called around, like side little shops around me. The lowest quote was $1,000 to fix my problem. Well, including parts, all right? Including parts, it cost me $55, and I did it completely by myself, and I fixed the issue. Changed out the hose, did everything myself. Hey, man, I'm proud that I did it myself. You know what I mean? Deborah says, many thanks, Mike. We'll give you a shout out over the... No. I never say or do anything expecting something out of it. You know what I mean? Ever. I give accolades where accolades are due. Deborah definitely covers things from a real perspective and from across the pond. Let me tell you, the politics over in, across the pond, England, UK, all that. it's very complicated. It's different. It's not the same here in America. You know, there is very much a difference here in America than there is there. And I'm not going to go ahead and speak on his culture and all of that because that's not something that is my place. But I will say there is a massive difference between us and them in the aspect of even down to patches, you know, where it's the front patches is a big difference to the back patches. A lot of the clubs don't even wear back patches over there. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that go behind it. Ghost says, I was watching Deborah from the start, then Black Dragon. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Trump Reaper says, we need this real biker journalism because every other biker news channel is AI reciting mainstream news. And that's the problem. See, this is why we do what we do. Okay, let me explain. We put our faces out here. We live this life. The people that are talking about this, and such as, let's just say, I'm going to keep it in the family here. Let's say Dragon, Black Dragon, let's say Hollywood, myself. We're putting our faces out here. We're held responsible because we actually go onto the set. When we go onto the set, we'll have guys approach us going, hey, man, nice, great show, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what happens if I were to say something that was completely wrong and I show up on the set? What happens now? I'm held liable. My face is literally what is credible. My voice, us men here are only as good as our word, right? We're only as good as our word. And this is the problem with the AI shit because there is no one to be held accountable. When the AI is talking, you can't approach that AI on the set and have them have consequences, right? So that's why I highly advise people do not follow the AI trend of journalism. AIs can be great in other aspects, but in journalism, no one's held accountable. So that's why I think it's kind of it's fake. It's fake. To me, any AI, I'm not going to take serious in reporting. You know what I mean? But a lot of other people keep that, you know. And Rebecca says, I watched the car update. Absolutely. I appreciate you on that. Yes, I did fix the car myself. I know a couple of my buddies would be very, very proud. And hold on real quick to highlight Steve just sending in. Special shout out to Steve Easy in the chat, man. Sending that $10 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you for that. If you guys didn't know, every single super chat actually goes towards a channel tattoo specifically. Okay. Now we have, and I log everything's logged. So we know where we're at, but we have the super chats that actually are donating to the channel tattoo that is for you guys. Okay. That's what's dope about this whole thing. Also, if you guys want to help the show, like I have in the pinned comment, this is not required. This is not something you have to do. But on Cash App, you can hit it on Cash App at Ball Valve, $Ball Valve. And then also you can hit me at, obviously the channel memberships. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there are channel memberships on my channel. And I actually am going and continuing. There's different tiers. There's special perks that you get with that. And there are certain things where we can talk face to face, certain tiers where I'm literally giving out my phone number type stuff. And we are a family, man. And I really appreciate the members because the AdSense does not pay like you would think. You know, like we don't get paid like that. It's you guys supporting us that get us there, you know? So I really, really appreciate it. The channel memberships also really help, man. That's a monthly subscription type thing. And you get special perks, like I said. You're gonna have special there's like emojis / stickers that are coming out there, actually designed by my brother right here and photo editor. I'll give him a special shout out later. But yeah, right there, I put it on the screen so you guys can see. I scroll all the way back for you guys, but that's where you guys can help out the show. Anyways, enough about that. I appreciate you guys. We got Pitbull saying, "What an amazing show, brother." I really appreciate that. I'll give you a shout out on Messenger. Got you. We got Road Reality saying, "I love stories like that, Mike. I got a bill from a dealer for $800 for a brake booster on an F-150. Bought the part for $300 and did it in a half an hour in my driveway." You want to know what's crazy about how long it took me to fix my car? I mean, I did it in intervals. It took me 2 days to do it because I had to go to the dealership and get the special part, which was cheap. It was a hose and everything and all that crap. But it took me a total of 50 minutes. They were going to charge me a 4-hour minimum. And you know, these mechanics are making like $130 an hour. You know what I mean? They were going to charge me $1,000 total, 4-hour minimum. And I did it in 50 minutes. What kind of crap is that?
Stop the cap.
Yeah, they're capping over there. You know, I would say they're probably more like greedy. You know what I mean? Rebecca says, that's what I miss the most about the biker community. My biker dad's in the garage teaching me how to fix a bike, building them, etc. Not even the same in Canada, and we're above you guys. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, to that, absolutely. Let's see. We got also Ghost saying, "I do own my own bike. I fixed it all myself after the wreck I was in. It is better sometimes." And listen, I have actually wrecked my bike a few times. Now, the one that I lost my leg on, guys, that one got completely totaled. So it's gone. You know, you get severed like that and you get hit at 80 miles per hour, get T-boned. I'm pretty sure your motorcycle, your frame, everything, and I have pictures of the actual damage. You're not going to be able to fix that. That's a loss. But I have crashed and actually wrecked and messed up my bike, my second bike, as an amputee. I've done that and I've had to rebuild it myself. Yes, absolutely. Ghost also says, "I do not like AI doing the work for our brotherhood." Fact. Absolute fact. Mark says, "Massive love for what you're doing, Mike. Respect to you." Man, I really appreciate you guys. Rebecca says, "It's not a community of robots." Exactly. It's not. That's why I hate this AI crap. Ghost says, "Our brother states that we are only as good as our words builds trust." Exactly. Like I said, we are literally putting our faces out here. So we're held accountable, you know? We're held accountable for what we say and do. Deborah in the Wind. This is going to be, everyone listen up. "I won't touch biker news. I just get and live the life and share when and where I can." Sorry for butchering that sentence. Sometimes I'm dumb. Yes, you're very, very right about that. He does not touch biker news. He talks about his past experiences and what he can talk about. You know what I mean? Absolutely. We got Rebecca saying, "Mind if you grew up with bikers. Now that you are in your 60s, now I guess the way of hands teaching isn't a thing. Maybe the men in Canada biker community." Well, not everywhere is the same. You know what I mean? Not everywhere's. You got geographical differences, right? And it's just the way it is. And Deborah in the Wind saying about the whole thing. Yeah, no, total ripoff. Steve, that's why I work on my own stuff except work vans. Work vans for sure. I hate doing the engine crap on them. It's a tight area. Yeah, you know, what I had to change out in my car, I had to actually pull like hoses and all of that crap. I had to like take off layers of hoses because yeah, it's kind of lame, but I had to do what I had to do in order to get to it. And it does suck, but hey, at least I know how to turn a wrench, and a couple screwdrivers. Road reality. The biggest issue with dealership shop rates are the mechanics make a tiny portion of that. The dealership gets the lion's share. Road reality. I need to get you onto the show because we're going to be talking about specifically here soon about dealerships, about Harley Davidson dealerships in particular. So I need to get in touch with you. Like I said, we're going to talk about setting up a show. Let's make that happen for the Hollywood Mike Show. Guys, we're wrapping up here. Don't worry. We're doing our thing here. Salty says mechanic does not make the $100 an hour shops too, but portions of that go to overhead. Yes, Salty, you're right about that. You're right about that. And I'm saying, like, not only are they going to charge me like $130 of labor, but they're also going to charge me other parts. It's not just the labor you're paying for. You're not only paying for that. You're paying for, like Salty's saying, you are paying for overhead, the lights staying on. You're paying for electricity. You're paying for their, there's a lot that does go into it. And there's a lot of stuff that mechanics can do that I can't do. Okay. There's going to be problems that I'm going to have to go to a mechanic for. I'm not a full blown mechanic like that. So yeah, I'm not going to dog them too much. Steve says, you ride, you wreck it. It's all part of it. 100% agree. 100% agree. Road reality. Gotta love Mike's energy and PMA. Positive mental attitude. Smash that like button. I really appreciate you guys being in here. Like, seriously. Dibber says, coffee time. Listen, I'm already ahead of you. For me, it's 12:09 p.m. now. Okay. We just got into the afternoon. So this is my third cup of coffee today. I drink 3 cups of coffee usually in the morning. That's usually my thing. And then I might have one during the afternoon because I do get tired. Believe it or not, I wake up very early. I usually wake up around 5:30, 4:45 in the morning, depending. Today I slept in. I got to sleep in until 7:30 in the morning. Very, very rare occasion. Rebecca says, yes, Java is a must. Absolutely. You got to have your coffee. It's great to see you millennials getting your hands greasy. Hey, Steve, your comment specifically, I actually put your comment specifically before I started this show. Look in the description right now. Your favorite millennial biker I put. I said I put that in there because of your comment, bro. Not even joking. Hook Dog says mechanics don't make $150. The shop takes it and pays the mechanic $25 to $30 an hour. Overhead profit takes the rest. Yes, and like I said, absolutely. And much love, Hook Dog. I appreciate you for being here. Time is money most of the time, and yes, you are paying for time. So yes, you guys over there, funny. It's 3 over there in the East Coast. You guys think you guys are so funny living in the future, Meanwhile, I'm dealing with breakfast over here, and you guys are almost dealing with dinner. He said, Ghost Eagle says 5 a.m. I am just getting to bed at that time. I get up at 7:30. Wait. I'm just getting to bed that time. I get up at 7:30. Wait. So you go to bed at 5 a.m. and wake up at 7:30? You sleep for an hour and a half, dude? Now, my previous life, before we end this, previous life meaning before my accident, I used to work out at sea, and I did this for a decade, and I used to run my own marine petroleum operation on the waterfront. I would fuel ships coming in and out of the harbor, whether they're unloading their ships, here at the harbor, and I would fuel them so they can go back to China or whatever. That's just the way it works. So I, for 10 years, and I've always been offered the day shift because I was always seniority, but I never took it. I was a 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. shift worker, okay? That was my shift every day for 10 years, okay? 6 p.m., which is 1800, to 0800. That was my shit. And Steve says, just glad you didn't call me a boomer. Well, you're a fucking boomer. Yeah, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You're not a boomer. I'm just playing. All right, relax. I know Gen X is, sensitive when they get called boomers, you know what I mean? Salty says you need to pay attention to the repair bill. Absolutely. They do list everything. They list everything that they're doing usually. As most dealerships charge by the hour per line item on the bill. A lot of Harley Steelers. Exactly. So I want you guys to stick around here in the next couple of episodes. This Sunday, guys, check it out. What I will do is go ahead and show you guys this before we head out as well. Is my channel. I'm going to show you guys my channel. This is nothing that you guys aren't going to be interested in. So stick around for a second because we also have some great music that I'm going to play for you here on the ending as well. But I want to show you this before we go. Let me go and back to this program. Sorry. Add this in. All right. So if you look on the live section, we have right here, are Harley Davidson motorcycles becoming too expensive? With special guest, your favorite biker, guys. If you do not know who your favorite biker is, I highly, highly recommend you guys go look him up on TikTok. Very, very well known in the community. And he's a very positive influence on the community as well. He's not one of those just talk your whatever crap and then it goes viral kind of stuff. No, he really is a positive person. And he's one of those PMA guys. And I want to highlight him. And we're going to talk about basically Harley Davidson dealerships, guys. So guys, stick around for it. It's going to be fun. Again, thank you so much for the donation, Steve. I really cannot thank you enough for that. Again, I'm going to give you another one. I'm going to give you another one. Sincerely, thank you for that. Stick around and get ready for this stuff, man. This is going to be some awesome stuff. Appreciate you guys. And before we get out, Dipper says you got to create me a short intro tune. Mike, I got you. I got you guys. So much love and respect to everybody. Stick around. Like I said, my brother Joker actually made it onto GTA 6. I said it in the very beginning. If you guys didn't see that whole thing, what I was talking about is let me pull this up real quick. Sorry, I have to change the presentation here. So my brother Joker right here got into the new game, the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't know if you guys saw that or keeping up with Grand Theft Auto 6. My brother, who I go live with every single day on Instagram, made it into Grand Theft Auto 6. That is freaking epic, guys. You guys have no idea how big of a deal that is. This is a game that sticks around for 10, 15 years at a time. This is no joke. Look who's posting this. I mean, we're talking about the most real 14 million followers on this thing. It's already got 352,000 likes on this. And they took actual Miami moments because it's supposed to be based out of South Beach, basically Miami, stuff like that. Real events that really happened. They say right here, Rockstar have really gone the extra mile to make the game as detailed as possible. Swipe across to see the real life moments they're given a nod to in the game. This actually freaking happened, y'all. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, guys, that is him. And let me actually show you what he looks like so you guys can see what I mean by this. Because it's hard to kind of see his face right there. But here's me and him just standing here. But there's me and him right there. You can really see his face right there. That's a real face mask, y'all. And I mean, not by a mask. It's what I mean by it. Whoops. Let's see if it's going to do this right. I want to zoom in correctly, but it's not allowing me to. So, bummer. But you can see that is real tattoos, y'all. Let me yeah, freaking crazy. So anyways, he made it in, and I'm going to go ahead and play his song that he just recorded. This is unreleased, so no one's heard this stuff besides y'all. I've only been playing this for you guys. So much love and respect to everybody. And we'll see you on the next live, man. I appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up with his song. Let's get it. It's called No Chill. It's not even out yet. Much love.
Wait, tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang. You hear the lie.
You say you gang, but we don't know your name. We been had the clout, we been had the fame. We been getting money, we making it rain. This ain't no joke, we don't need a scope. Everyone talking, but we never broke. I carry the weapon when I go outside, man, don't try to provoke. You go down like a slope. Wait, we got tats on our face. We got straps on our waist. Getting money, we straight. I know they hating, I know they plotting. I let them all watch. Can't ever do what we do. I put my paint in tattoos.
Wait, tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang.
See you guys later. Much love and respect.
Make it spin like the wheel. I really been in the field. Money no chill. Get on the beat and I drill. All of us ready to kill. Drum on the key for the thrill. I get it straight out the seal. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I've been outside, that's for real. I get it straight out the seal. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I've been outside. Inside, you don't know how I feel. I'm ready for war. I got the Drake on ready to pop. You staring at me cause I know I got face tats. But you scared to run up and do something about it cause I shoot broad daylight. I don't give a fuck. Wait, tattoos all on my face. Hey, I can see in their face. I know I'm pop. We know you not. Joker, gang. You hear the lie.
See you guys over there. Follow my Instagram. It's right over. I'm trying to do it. Boom, right there. IG, Ball Valve TV. Hit me up there. We got all the lives for you. Much love and respect.